Welcome back to another episode of the Ottawa Senators franchise rebuild, episode 27, and we are finally back in the Stanley Cup playoffs, coming off one of our best years, 58 wins, 22 losses, 2 overtime losses. We're going to be taking on the Montreal Canadiens in round 1, who had a very respectable record as well, as they went 50, 26, and 6. But I mean, if you guys don't remember our roster, our team, we are stacked. Damon Langenbrunner led the way for us with 60 goals, 41 helpers, 101 points, plus 49. Stefan Ferlin, 90 points essentially in 82 games, plus 17. Phil Pitt, plus 45. Langdon, that second line, I believe it is, Langdon, Pitt, and Langenbrunner, all plus 40s. Unreal year from them. The big story, too, is Bob Huxley. 78 points playing on that third line. 40 goals, 40 assists almost. Tim Stutzle, a little bit of a slower year, 79 points, but still very good. I'm still very proud of that. Barnaby was very good for a defenseman scoring, as he put up 77 points, plus 25, 24 goals, 53 helpers. How was the power play? And the crazy part is our best power play guy was Angelo Langdon. I was not expecting that. I was expecting someone probably like Langenbrunner, Ferlin, maybe even Stutzle, but wow, Torsten Gortz, how'd he play? 55, 25 goals. Not the best second year for Torsten Gortz, especially playing on an elevated role. Year one, I mean, he was fantastic. Let's not take that away from him. But year two, a little bit, I mean, around the same amount of points, but 43 goals to 25, so a little bit of a drop off there. But enough with us, enough with the beautiful Ottawa Senators, the sparkling beauties. But let's take a look at our competitors here, the Montreal Canadiens, as they have some people who just score goals. Starting with Dorian LUTZ, who is a 21-year-old, 87 overall, medium elite player. He's coming off his rookie year. His sophomore season was very good, 101 points, breaks that 100-point mark. He's going to be around for a long time. And he kind of looks like, let's look at his stats here. He reminds me a lot of a Phil Pitt, but a better shooter. He definitely does remind me of a Phil Pitt, better shooter. He's got that quick pick, face-offs, good defensive awareness, good stick checking, good shot blocking. He can play up and down the lineup for sure. 319 shots too. He shoots a lot. Next up, they got Darius Fletcher, 6'4", 218, 24 years old, superstar X Factor. How did he? 99. Yeah, he's been in the league for a while. And he's been very good for the past 4 years, I would say. 82 points, 112 points, plus 46, 92. He's got that goal scoring ability. Looking at his shooting, he's got a better shot than our boy Damon Langenbrunner, so he's going to be a problem. They have a lot of good talented players on this squad. Wade Downey, another great superstar X Factor, 28 years old. He's been around for a while. I remember seeing him in simulation pop up quite a bit. Last year, or 2 years ago, 125 points. My goodness. JAVON SEVERSON. They got a young team. Petri Kuka, 73 points. This team could score. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield still around. Ross LeClaire, ADAN Holden, our former player. So, I mean, we'll see. Let's see if he bites us in the butt. Josh Mahura. Who else? Par Franzen. Par Franzen's a really high overall. Guess he just doesn't score a lot. But he was a plus 37, plus 34. So, obviously, he is going to be a tough defenseman to go against. Segan Hager, Honka. Who do they got in nets? Goaltenders, Rickard Filppula. So, I mean, he was pretty good. Capo Kakinen was very good. 16-4, 905, 291. Maybe we want to keep Filppula in the net. The overalls are low, but you know how it goes. These low overalls, they always find a way to steal. But that is going to be the wrap-up for that. We know what we're playing. We know what our team looks like. We'll take a quick look at the lines. Yeah, Torsten Gortz is playing on that top line. Need him to score a little bit more to get Ferlin and Stutzle going. But, it looks like we promoted Huxley to second line. So, take back everything I said. I thought Phil Pitt was on that second line this whole time. But Phil Pitt on the third line had 70 or 83 points. So Phil Pitt was great on the third line. Bob Huxley was great on the second line. There we go. Got that all cleared up now. Let's get into it. We saw the roster. We have home ice advantage. Similar to the next game. Game 1 of the 2031-32 Stanley Cup playoffs. The Montreal Canadiens are in Ottawa. Let's get this party started. This is the year that we win the Stanley Cup. First period, and we're down 1-0 as Leclerc scores from, it looks like, outside the point on Laxo. Second period, they get one, but we answer back with 2 goals as they get a power play marker from Nick Suzuki, but we get Bob Huxley and Barnaby scoring for us to make it a 2-2 game. Headed into the third period here. Shots in favor of the Ottawa Senators, and we get a power play goal. Phil Pitt from the slot, but they answer back less than 30 seconds right out. Come on, boys, come on. 3-3. Look at where they scored this time. They're scoring from outside the blue line. That's the second time they scored from outside the blue line on our tendy. Oh my god. Oh, thank God. I look up for 1 second and Phil Pitt scores. It's like I'm looking up to heaven asking for a wish, and Phil Pitt delivers 2 goals in the third period for Ottawa to take a 1-game series lead in the playoffs here. Phil Pitt, big game, 3 points. Montgomery, 2 points. And Barnaby, 2 points. Love to see the defense pitching in and helping out. We'll take game number 1. Game number 2 here. We're still in Ottawa. Let's going up 2-0. A nice clean sweep would be nice. 4 straight. Let's take care of business. But game number 2, still in Ottawa. Hopefully our goalie doesn't let in any goals from the point. But I should have skipped. Well, I'm going to skip a lot more. Alexander Malkin gets on the board with a power play goal. And then Bob Huxley scores his second goal in as many games to give us a 2-1 lead headed into the second period. In the second period, we double up on them once again as Ferland scores on the power play, giving us our 3rd power play goal of the game. Wesley Garvin adds in. They get a goal from Ross Leclerc, but we are up by 2 goals in the third period. Can we hold another power play? A 4th power play goal? Yeah, we don't get a 4th power play goal, but we do score as the power play expires to give us a 6-2 lead as Santala scores. Gortz also scores. The boys are buzzing now. Don't use all the goals now. Save some of them. Save some of them. Gortz scores. Santala, Stutzle. So hopefully Gortz can get it going on that first line with Stutzle. They try to make it a game at the end. They're trying to make it a game here. 3 goals in the last 8 minutes, but we're going to hold on for a 7-5 victory here. Stutzle, 1 goal, 2 assists. Timothy Tarasov, 0 goals, 3 assists. Langdon also adds 3 helpers in the win as we are up 2-0. We're sitting pretty comfortably so far. But that end of the game was a little bit nerve-wracking. They really want to try coming back there. But game 3, up 2-0 in the series versus the Montreal Canadiens. But we are now in Montreal. So let's see what we can do on the road. And that's a great start as our 4th line. Okay, I need to double check to make sure that that I wasn't reading out the wrong goals. But our 4th line cashes in as Canzanilo and Jacobson score, giving us a 2-0 lead after 1. Second period, add another goal for Bob Huxley as he is 3 for 3 now. Barnaby scores again, and Canzanilo scores his 2nd of the game. I believe he's actually a 3rd line left winger, top 6 potential if I remember correctly. But up 5-0. I mean, unless we have, oh, here we go, 5-1. Boys, just close this one out. We don't need to make it dramatic. We don't need to overdo this. But up 5-1. Maybe let's score a couple more goals. Penalty kill here, and we're able to kill that. 4 minutes left in the game. A power play, unable to capitalize there for what it seems like the first time. Our power play has been absolutely lights out this postseason so far. I don't want to jinx it, but we are up now 3-0 in the first round versus the Montreal Canadiens. Laxo, very nice game. Montgomery, another really good game. He's making that 12.5. Canzanilo, 2 goals, 0 helpers, and a big hit. Up 3-0 now. I'm just going to keep it going. Keep the good times rolling. We're in Montreal for game number 4. We have a chance. Let's see, bring out the broomsticks. Boys. Let's go. First period. Dorian LUTZ, their first line, their top point getter, gets a goal for them as they lead 1-0 after the first period. I mean, I'm not gonna say we don't need to win this. I'm not gonna throw away the game. So can we second period? There we go. And who other? Bob Huxley has a goal in every single game this postseason. He is on the absolute best contract. We signed him to a 7-year, $6.75 million deal, and he has been a beast for us. Barnaby gets another goal. I think he has 3 goals in 4 games. Huxley and Barnaby, man, our dynamic duo right now. Let's put this series away right now. Power play, come on, it's a big goal. Can't capitalize on the power play, but we're still up 2-1. Montreal's backs are against the wall. They have a huge power play here. Come on, kill it off, boys. And we do. The goalie is on fire here. 33 saves on 34 shots. 2 minutes left. And get the broomsticks out, boys. We are headed to the second round. And I don't remember the last time we made it to the second round, but we are finally advancing in the Stanley Cup playoffs as we decimate the Montreal Canadiens. Take a look at these 3 stars. Laxo with a huge game. Barnaby again. Seems like he's been in the 3 stars quite often here. But wow, a 4-0 sweep over the Montreal Canadiens. Let's simulate to see who we're going to be playing in the next round here. Come on, who do we got? Who do we got? It's the Toronto Maple Leafs, the 60-win Toronto Maple Leafs, 60-60-6. The next series, the Battle of Ontario, is going to be pretty damn good. But let's take a look and see how the boys did in the playoffs here. Player stats. So we saw Phil Pitt lead the way, 7 points. Love to see that. 7 points in 4 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 14 shots, +6. Tim Stutzle, 5 points. Timothy Tarasov, 5 points. An unlikely hero, Chuck Montgomery, 5 points. Bob Huxley, -1. 2 power play goals, but I mean 4 goals in 4 games. If he's scoring every game, I'm not going to complain. Same with Demetrius Barnaby. He was really good for us. 4 points in 4 games, 3 goals. Jacobson, he got those 2 goals in 1 game, 3 points. Langenbrunner, 3 points. Angelo Langdon, 3 assists. I believe that was all in 1 game, so I'd like to see them score a couple more goals. Alexander Malkin, Stefan Ferland didn't really need to do much. Torsten Gortz only had that 1 assist or that 1 goal. Santala, Wesley Garvin, everyone on the team with a point except for Dale Zanetti, who is a -1. But, I mean, that's a great start. Let's take a quick look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay. So. We're going to have to find a way to shut down this Austin Matthews guy. 16 points in 7 games. He's over 2 points per game. Jaden Anderson's is essentially at 2 points per game. We're going to have to find a way to slow this guy down. Austin Matthews, I mean, coming off the year he had 138 points, and he continues that dominance in the postseason. Okay, so we know who we got to shut down. The 34-year-old old man, Austin Matthews, is going to be a problem. Jaden Anderson's definitely also going to be a problem. Crazy how this guy got some really good growth. Not even a superstar X Factor. Sweetland, Penzik, William Nylander, Rasmus Sandin, all over a point per game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys over a point per game. So they went all the way to 7 games. Can you imagine they lost? They would have been playing the worst seeded team in our division. Who'd they play? Playoff tree. They beat the Boston Bruins in 7. So that was a series. And before I end this episode here, quickly want to take a look at our power play. I want to see how the power play did. So yeah, 4.75 goals per game. I imagine that's second best after Toronto. Okay, we beat Toronto. Goals against per game, 2.5. So in the playoffs so far, we've been the best team, which makes sense because we're 4-0. We haven't lost a game yet. We've scored 19 goals, only let in 10. 5 power play goals. Our power play is 25%. Toronto, whoo. Toronto has 11 power play goals. That's where all their points are coming from. Penalty killer, and they were 1 shorthanded goal against. They were shorthanded 26 times though. So I guess they've played more than everyone, so it makes sense. But our penalty kill percentage, pretty good. We've only allowed 1 power play goal against. 2-0 on home, 2-0 away. But yeah, we know what we're getting. We know what's coming. The Toronto Maple Leafs, we've owned them in the regular season, but the postseason's a different animal. I'll quickly show you their roster before I sign off here. You know what it is. It's Austin Matthews, and that's what we got to deal with. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. The Battle of Ontario. It's going down. The Ottawa Senators, the Toronto Maple Leafs. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you there. See you guys in the next episode. As always, have a great day. Go Sens, go. Go Canada in the World Juniors. Let's go. See you later. Peace.